Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find all the real values of x that satisfy this logarithmic equation. This problem may look quite complicated, but the solution is very satisfying. Now, since the base of the logarithm on the left-hand side is totally unrelated to the base of the logarithm on the right-hand side, applying the change of base formula to this problem will not help at all. Instead, since this logarithm is equal to this logarithm, let both of them be equal to a constant d. Now, this simply means that log to base 2 times root 2 plus root 3 of x squared plus 2x minus 2 is equal to d. And also, log to base 2 plus root 3 of x squared plus 2x minus 3 is equal to d. Now remember that when we have a statement such as log to base a of b is equal to c, this simply means that a to the power c is equal to b. So we can write this logarithmic equation in exponential form as a to the power c is equal to b. Now, when we apply this to this first log equation, we have that 2 times root 2 plus root 3 to the power d is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 2. And applying this to the second logarithmic equation, we have that 2 plus root 3 to the power d is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now notice that if we subtract the second equation from the first equation, we are going to eliminate x squared and also 2x. So let us do that. On the left-hand side, we now have 2 times root 2 plus root 3 to the power d minus 2 plus root 3 to the power d. And of course, on the right-hand side, we have x squared minus x squared, which is 0, 2x minus 2x, which is 0, and minus 2 minus minus 3, which is equal to minus 2 plus 3, which is 1. So here we have 1. Now let us expand this. We have 2 to the power d times root 2 plus root 3 to the power d. We can write 2 plus root 3 as root 2 plus root 3 squared, because of course the square is going to take care of the square root, leaving us with 2 plus root 3. Then we still have d, and of course this is still equal to 1. Now when you look at these two terms, you will see a common factor, which is root 2 plus root 3 to the power d. So we can factorize. So here we have root 2 plus root 3 to the power d into, when you divide this first term by this, you are left with 2 to the power d. And when you divide this second term by this, you are left with root 2 plus root 3 to the power d, because of course 2d minus d is equal to d. And of course, this is still equal to 1. Now let us look at the left-hand side of this equation. Notice that when d is equal to 2, on the left-hand side we have root 2 plus root 3 squared times 2 squared, which is 4, minus root 2 plus root 3 squared. Now, of course, you know that this is going to cancel that, giving us 2 plus root 3 times 4 minus, this is going to cancel that, Here we have 2 plus root 3, but because of the minus in front, this now becomes 2 minus root 3. 4 minus 2 is 2. So from here, we have 2 plus root 3 times 2 minus root 3. And of course, you can see that these two are conjugates. So when we multiply this by this, we get the difference of two squares. So this is the same as 2 squared minus root 3 squared. 2 squared is 4. Root 3 squared is 3. 4 minus 3 is equal to 1. So this simply means that when d is equal to 2, the left-hand side of this equation is equal to the right-hand side of the equation. That simply means that the solution to this equation is d equal to 2. And now that we have found the value of d, let us go back to the original equation. From the second substitution, we have that log to base 2 plus root 3 of x squared plus 2x minus 3 is equal to d. But of course, d is equal to 2. And in exponential form, we can write this as 2 plus root 3 squared is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Now let us expand this. We have 2 squared, which is 4, plus 2 times root 3, which is 4 root 3, plus root 3 squared, which is 3. This is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So this is equal to 7 plus 4 root 3. And this is equal to x squared plus 2x minus 3. Let us move 3 over to the left-hand side. When we do that, we have that 7 plus 3 plus 4 root 3 is equal to x squared plus 2x. And of course, from here, we have that x squared plus 2x is equal to 10 plus 4 root 3. So to find all the values of x that satisfy the given logarithmic equation, all we have to do is to solve this quadratic equation. And we can solve this quadratic equation using the completing the squares method. Since the coefficient of x squared is already 1, the next thing we need to do is to divide the coefficient of x by 2. Square it and add to both sides of the equation to complete the square on the left-hand side. Now, when we do that, we have x squared plus 2x plus 2 divided by 2 is 1. This is squared. This is equal to 10 plus 4 root 3 plus 1 squared. Now, this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 1, and we square. And this is equal to 11 plus 4 root 3. Now we take square root of both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have that x plus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 11 plus 4 root 3. And of course, when we subtract 1 from both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to minus 1 plus or minus the square root of 11 plus 4 root 3. Now, of course, you can evaluate this with a calculator. When you do that, you get x1 equal to 3.2342 and x2 equal to minus 5.2342. And of course, you know that these two values are given to 4 decimal places. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching, and you can see more tutorials here.